CM Punk reveals when he will retire. Seth Rollins reveals he has a severe neck injury. Major star expected to join WWE as AEW contract expires. John Cena addresses fan backlash from his final match. Huge sign Chris Jericho may not return to WWE so soon. Becky Lynch confirms major WWE retirement plan. Let's get started. CM Punk reveals when he will retire. CM Punk isn't retiring anytime soon, but he is thinking about it. Following Cena's final WWE match on December 13th, where he fell to Gunther at Saturday night's main event, more legends from that era have either stepped aside or hinted that the clock is ticking. Names like Hiroshi Tanahashi and AJ Styles have already felt that conversation grow louder. Now, CM Punk has joined it. Speaking with Cinema Blend, Punk admitted that his perspective on age has completely changed. When I was 15, if you asked me if I'd be wrestling when I was 40, I would tell you, no, that's crazy. 40 is so old, Punk said. I'm 47 and I don't feel old yet. Terry Funk wrestled for a long time, Ric Flair wrestled for a long time. I mean, there's luchadors that are like in their 70s that are still doing it. That's when Punk finally put a rough timeline on it. Not a promise, not a plan, just an honest thought. Do I want to be doing that? Probably not, Punk said. I would estimate probably the big 50 is when I should maybe gracefully bow out. Knock on wood, if nothing else horrible happens. For now though, retirement isn't even close. CM Punk is still operating at the highest level, recently retaining the WWE World Heavyweight Championship against Braun Breaker on the January 5th episode of Raw. Next week, he'll defend the title against Finn Balor in Ireland, another major test for the champion. So while the end may be somewhere on the horizon, CM Punk isn't slowing down yet. He's still the top guy, still delivering, and still rewriting expectations at 47. But the question remains, when the day finally comes, will you be ready to see CM Punk walk away from the ring? Leave your thoughts down in the comments. Seth Rollins reveals he has a severe neck injury. Fans thought they knew the story behind Seth Rollins being sidelined after Crown Jewel 2025, but it turns out that was only half the battle. Yes, the torn rotator cuff was public. What wasn't? Rollins was quietly wrestling through a brutal, lingering neck injury for most of the year. In a January 14th interview with Complex Sports, the former world champion revealed that the constant, grinding pain from years of wear and tear was far worse than any single freak injury. According to Rollins, those long-term issues are the ones that really break you down, physically and mentally. At home, the struggle didn't stop. Becky Lynch pulled back the curtain on just how desperate things got, describing Rollins constantly trying to unlock his neck, using foam rollers, lacrosse balls, even shoving brooms under his arms just to find a little relief. And it wasn't just affecting his career. Rollins admitted the pain followed him everywhere, even into moments with his daughter. He couldn't sit still, couldn't relax, and sometimes couldn't even play without needing a break just to manage the discomfort. All of this adds new weight to what came next, tearing his rotator cuff in Perth against Cody Rhodes, leading to surgery late in 2025. Now targeting a return around March 2026, just in time for WrestleMania 42, Rollins' comeback isn't just about healing one injury, it's about surviving an entire year of pain fans never saw. Knowing what he pushed through, does Seth Rollins' 2025 run deserve more respect than it already gets? Leave your thoughts down in the comments. Major star expected to join WWE as AEW contract expires. Powerhouse Hobbs' time in All Elite Wrestling appears to be over, and all signs point to WWE being his next destination. According to Fightful Select, the former TNT champion's AEW contract is set to expire at midnight, with Hobbs reportedly wrapping up his final appearance during the recent Collision tapings following Dynamite. That effectively closes the chapter on his AEW run, which began in 2020, and clears him to sign elsewhere as early as this week. Behind the scenes, AEW reportedly made a serious push to keep him. Negotiations had been ongoing for months, and sources say the company presented a huge and substantial offer. Despite that, and despite leaving on positive terms, Hobbs is said to have decided it was time to see what other opportunities were out there. That curiosity may soon lead him straight to WWE. The report notes that WWE has had its eye on Hobbs for years, with interest dating back to earlier talent relations regimes. While rumors of a jump surfaced months ago, there was reportedly no direct contact at the time. Now, however, sources within WWE believe Hobbs is headed their way, barring any unexpected last-minute changes. If the move becomes official, Hobbs would follow a growing pipeline of former AEW standouts who have crossed over to WWE, including Cody Rhodes, Jade Cargill, Shawn Spears, and Ethan Page. And his arrival could add another legitimate powerhouse to WWE's roster. John Cena addresses fan backlash from his final match. John Cena tapping out to Gunther at Saturday night's main event shocked the WWE Universe, but the real surprise came after the bell. Cena wouldn't apologize for it. He embraced it. At Fan Expo in New Orleans, Cena finally addressed the backlash surrounding his retirement match ending in submission, and instead of dodging the criticism, he welcomed it. Losing my last match against Gunther. Thank you for reminding me that you're allowed to have your opinion, and thank you for not just conforming to a certain set of standards. Thank you for being vocal enough to express how you felt. I put together a story which I think y'all would enjoy. When there's critical opinion out there, I'm all ears. Don't ignore critics. I'm thankful for them at DC and everywhere before that. I guess it kind of parallels my career. I think it was a perfect end, because a whole lot of people thought it sucked. A whole lot of people thought it was special, and that's kind of been my story for 23 years. So I thought it was perfect. Cena made it clear he hears every opinion, good or bad, and he's grateful fans care enough to speak up. According to him, the ending wasn't a mistake. It was intentional, a story designed to spark debate. He explained that criticism has followed him everywhere throughout his career, and this moment was no different. Some fans hated the finish, others thought it was powerful, and to Cena, that split reaction is exactly what made it right. After 23 years in WWE, Cena believes the perfect ending isn't one everyone agrees on. It's one people never stop talking about. Becky Lynch confirms major WWE retirement plan. Becky Lynch isn't preparing for a goodbye anytime soon, she's preparing for control. In a recent conversation, Lynch revealed that she already has her career mapped out until retirement, and it's clear she's thinking far beyond just how long she plans to wrestle. What really turned heads was her openly addressing what she wants her current championship to be called, a detail that instantly added fuel to the ongoing discussion about her legacy. Becky rarely speaks this openly about her long-term vision, which made the comments feel intentional, almost like a statement rather than a tease. The timing of it all is important. Lynch is once again positioned at the center of WWE programming, and despite years of main event runs, historic matches, and carrying entire divisions, she shows no signs of easing off the gas. Instead of slowing down, she's sharpening the narrative around who she is now and how she'll eventually be remembered. By linking her eventual retirement to the identity of the title she holds, Becky made it clear she's not just chasing moments, she's shaping meaning. This isn't about one last run or hanging around for nostalgia, it's about defining an era on her own terms. Becky Lynch has always understood the power of presentation and perception in WWE. From her rise to the top to her evolution as a character, she's consistently guided the conversation rather than reacting to it. These comments were another reminder that while retirement may be planned, it's nowhere close, and when it finally does arrive, it'll happen exactly the way Becky Lynch wants it to. Huge sign: Chris Jericho may not return to WWE so soon. Chris Jericho's name is suddenly everywhere again, and that's never an accident. Behind the scenes, there's plenty of chatter about what Jericho is planning next, even if nothing has gone public yet. What's clear is this: a return to WWE no longer feels like a wild theory. It feels inevitable. As of January 14th, the question isn't if Chris Jericho shows up in a WWE ring again, it's when. Jericho's AEW contract was widely believed to have wrapped up on December 31st, 2025, quietly opening the door to his first true free agent run in years. But don't expect him to slide right back into a full-time WWE schedule. That idea doesn't match reality at all. Jericho isn't slowing down, he's ramping up. His band, Fozzy, launches the Eyes on You tour in February 2026, with packed dates across the UK and beyond. This isn't a quick side project, it's a full-blown tour that dominates his calendar and makes weekly wrestling appearances nearly impossible. Still, wrestling isn't out of the picture. There's been buzz about a potential WWE appearance as early as January, while others believe TNA could also be in play. That leaves the door cracked open for a surprise, possibly even the Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia on January 31st. A moment like that is absolutely doable. A long-term run? Not so much. Any WWE return would likely be brief, at least until Jericho's touring commitments wrap up. One way or another, Chris Jericho's next move is coming, and wherever he lands, it's going to command attention. When a 55-year-old future Hall of Famer with this much star power resurfaces, the wrestling world always stops to watch.